I think we were talking about this. For me, I think there's three things you can give your kids. I think you can give them a loving family where you teach them your beliefs and values. I think you can give them experiences. We do that primarily through travel. I think travel is a great educator. And then you can give them a great education. So if we come back to the point of this interview, it's about the education we're going to talk about. And we made a decision very early on that we wanted to invest in our children's education. We wanted to be at a high-performing school like Mulgrave. We liked the IB program. So that's the initial reason we started coming to Mulgrave and going the private route as opposed to the public route. So now we come to this stage, and our son's going into grade 7 next year. He will be one of the children that benefits from the senior school eventually. And we look at it, and so again, I compare it back to the UK when we were there. And if I compare the facilities of Mulgrave to the facilities that we had in the UK, there's no comparison because the facilities in the UK were incredible. Really, swimming pool at school, golfing range, things like this. I mean, really something. So I've always thought with Mulgrave, I love the school, but I think its facilities are a little bit lacking. So I embrace the development. I think it's required. I don't actually think it's optional. I think they have to do it if they want to be a world-class school. Mm. So then you say, okay, so we all agree, and I'm sure if I asked every parent at Mulgrave, do you think we should build this high school? Everybody would say, absolutely. The question then comes, well, are you willing to pay for it? And that's a different response. But my feeling is it can only be paid in one of two ways. The first way being we're going to increase the tuition fees. Across the board, everybody pays for it one way or the other. Or we go to the community and ask them to donate. We ask them to donate for the future of their children. What's best for the school, what's best for the child's education. And so to me, and John made it clear that they want to maintain tuition rates so that they're competitive, and I support that. So therefore, actually, there was only one option, and that's that we have to donate. And so we did that. It was a big decision, it's a big financial commitment, but we do it with our kids' future in mind.
And so I understand that the way that you've decided to go about this is to donate your bond.
We have bond and interest associated to it. But listen, every family will be different, but it's money that you put in when they're in kindergarten. I never think of the bond ever. It's just money that's kind of there. And therefore, it didn't hurt to do it, I have to say.
As much as it would have done if you had written a check.
If I'd written a check, it would have been different. But as I've already donated it, and you look at what they're building, and I think it's going to be fantastic for the school. So we decided to give our bond and all interest associated to it. We have 2 kids here now. We have one that's just entering grade 1 next year. So we get payback for 12 years is the way that we see it.